All right, what's going on, family? What it do? What it do? Ain't nothing new. Just hopefully we making it through. You know what I'm saying? Another day of this gang stalking program. Another day. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Thank God, because if you a Ti, and I mean, some people just don't believe in the spiritual realm. They don't believe in spirituality. Uh, and you can't knock them for that. They just not there yet, or they just never will be there. Some people just they just like, give me the science. That's all they own. Just give me the science, baby. You know what I'm saying? So you know what lane they're in. You know what I'm saying? But I just be trying to reach out towards the TIs that have spirituality, but don't neglect the science to it too. I respect the hybrid TIs, the ones that spiritual and understand the technological aspect of the gang stalking. You know what I'm saying? The gullible, just religious people, you know what I'm saying, just dismiss everything as just demonic activity. I don't agree with that. Just dismiss everything with, I mean, it's true, but you're not really doing no technological aspect research. You know what I'm saying? You way up in the cosmos. And then for the people that's just on a scientific aspect, you know what I'm saying? Can't agree with that. You know, you giving humans too much credit here. You get what I'm saying? And you're not really in tune like that. You know what I'm saying? You still at the bottom level with your five senses. You're not really in tune like that. You haven't really had no. You ain't really experienced nothing. You know what I'm saying? But for the hybrid TIs that's been through some things, that understand there's a spiritual aspect to the gang stalking and there's a technological aspect, this channel is for you. You know, this channel is for everybody. This channel for the perps. This channel for the fake TIs. It's just this. You know what I'm saying? This channel for just it's channel for everybody. But the message that I be trying to get across is to the hybrid TIs that look at gang stalking in the spiritual aspect and look at gang stalking in the technological aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because like for the longest, like there's been a collective force of witches. I don't know if you want to call it the dude witches, warlocks. Some people don't say, oh, they're not warlocks, they're sorcerers. Some people say wizards. Whatever you want to call these, whatever you want to call the people that practice the dark arts. You know what I'm saying? The satanic, Luciferian type of people like that. You know what I mean? They've been trying to do death rituals on death rituals on death rituals, and you know God is in control. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by the death rituals, it'll be like dead animals. It'll be like I had like a video about a chicken. It was a while back ago. It's in one of my videos. You know what I'm saying? It was like I used to have to walk to Walmart and I had to cut across like this kind of desert. Like I had to cross this part and then go kind of the desert. And there was a fence that had a hole in it. And it was like an ultimate shortcut for me to get to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So when I take this shortcut, all of a sudden there was a chicken with the head cut off at the fence. A chicken with the head cut off at the fence. If that's not, and nobody removed it, it was there for like weeks. It was there. It's like the chicken didn't rot or nothing, decay. It just ultimately ended up disappearing. But it was a headless chicken. You know what I'm saying? Around the motel where I stayed at, it was multiple people dying. I got videos of that. Multiple people dying around that motel. Even the next door neighbor, you know what I'm saying? Not die, but keep going to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ritualistic activity that's going on. You know, they be trying to get things to break down around me, all type of interference. I understand there's a technological aspect, but man, some people got to understand it's spiritual too. And now I understand like the dark force, how dark and demented these people is. Like you definitely have to move with caution. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're so adamant about keeping you around low vibrational people. That's the main point. The more you're around low vibrational people and the more that low vibration influence you, meaning your carnal nature, your sinful nature, you know what I'm saying? Just your worldly, desire nature, pride nature, angry, stuff like that. When you in just a low vibration, hateful, you know what I mean? When you in that wicked vibration, it amplifies the witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard some TIs, they call it loosh. Like it's negative energy. They feed off the negative energy. I wouldn't say adrenochrome because I ain't talking about blood, but like a metaphor, I would use it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the Monsters Inc. It's the battery. That's the battery that charges and amplifies their witchcraft. Like how the conscious people say like crystals can amplify their energy, their mood and stuff like that. And they use crystals as some type of battery, the conscious people and copper and stuff like that. These people use us like a battery for the loosh, for the negative energy. So anything that you do negative or anything that they can pinpoint you doing negative, it's not only the simple fact for them to discredit your name, it's for the simple fact for their ritualistic practices to have some type of effect on you. You know what I'm saying? These people are tired of certain TIs. Like there's real live TIs out there that's really not compromising. You know what I'm saying? And when you done open the door to this type of demonic activity, you know what I'm saying? These people acknowledge you done got recognition from these people, and you're not a low vibrational person. You're not a part of wishing death upon people. You're not a part of seeing people not make it out here. You know what I'm saying? Then this is what they'll do. They'll do death ritualistic practices. You know what I'm saying? For the simple fact to try to bring upon a death and stuff like that. Like you got some people that really want you out of here. They want you 6 feet in the grave. You know what I'm saying? They want you 6 feet in the grave. But every day that you wake up is a testimony. It proves spirituality. It proves God is real. You know what I'm saying? But some people, they're not in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Certain TIs, they're so deep in their feelings, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna help you. And this type of targeting system, that's not gonna help you. You just gotta get over your feelings. If you wanna survive, you know what I'm saying? If you just wanna be helpless, miserable, bitter, you know what I'm saying? You might as well just be homeless and live under a bridge and just, you know what I'm saying? Helpless like that. Because that's what they want you. And then they come in and swoop and act like the heroes. Or they could just be like, boom, look at this guy. You know, I seen some TIs, I'm tripping. I seen some TIs have documentation or pictures of just homeless people sitting out there just looking miserable, just looking bitter, just gave up. That's what they want. Like if they can't get you to die, if they can't get the death to manifest, you know what I'm saying? If they can't find no destination you're behind, then the next thing is they just want you to give up. They don't like that you have any type of support system. They don't like it. They don't like it at all. Every day I see this, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, wow, these people really reset every single day. They really be on reset. You know what I'm saying? And they really be trying it over again. You know, like, let's see how that works today. And I guess it's just a more effect to just try to get loose, push me. That's all the name of the game is just pushing you in negative energy any way possible they can. They'll try to play off your pride. They'll try to play off your programming and stuff like that. Don't be camera shy. Don't be camera shy. Yeah, they try to play off your programming and stuff like that. So basically what I mean by, they want to play off your programming. It's just that everybody, you know what I'm saying, that's been through traumatic experiences, that's trying to cope with society, You know what I'm saying? They had to pick some type of programming, some type of category that the system has made, you know what I'm saying, as far as like regular common folks. And with that program is just like people build up, characters, the toughness, you know what I mean, a certain type of character. But with this program, you know what I'm saying, in order, like, I reach a point, and I understand in order for me to survive, I had to put that character to death. That character had to go, because that character was a battery for these people witchcraft. And once I realized that, I got to let that character go, that ego, that pride, the desires, I had to let that go. I had to let that go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Trying to be tough. You know what I'm saying? I had to let that go. That person. So as far as the death ritual, as far as that character, yeah, it's been put to death. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just like, boom, it's me navigating through this thing, doing what I need to do. We got to understand too, on a technological aspect, how dark, how demented, and how evil this program is. Right now, what's going on?
How are you?
All right, I just be getting my deep talks.
You good?
Oh yeah. So we got to understand on the technological aspect how deep and dark this program is. Now, a lot of people don't understand around the epidemic, the pandemic, and people getting vaccinated and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of construction activity going on, a lot of surveillance things being, a lot of smart lights being put up, a lot of cameras, a lot of monitoring. But if you notice, the monitoring surveillance has nothing to do with stopping crime. It has nothing to do with stopping crime. We have so much surveillance, there should be zero crime. But if you think about it, think about the system. If there's zero crime, the money is going to go down. The money is going to go down. There'll be no need for judges. There'll be no need for police officers. There'll be no need for homicide detectives. There'll be no need for these things. You get what I'm saying? So it's like these people, in order for them to have a job, they need to depend on crime. They need to depend on crime. So the surveillance, you know what I'm saying, is used for other purposes. You know what I mean? Now, if you're a target, you know what I mean? Boom. Yeah, the crime, yeah. They're going to monitor everything you do. You know what I'm saying? Or they can blackmail some people, bribe some people. Like, yeah, we got you doing this, X, Y, Z. You get what I'm saying? It's not meant for what people think, like people gonna be on they super Power Ranger stuff and actually really stop the real crime that's going on. That's not the purpose of it. This crime and stuff, they pushing out in the media because it's a business. It's how they make money. You see how dark the system is? People support this. You know what I'm saying? People support that. In order for lawyers to get paid, prosecutors, the defendants, whatever, for them to get paid, it has the crime. You know what I'm saying? It just has to be like that. That's how it has to be. Same thing with the pharmaceutical. They need people sick. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant for them to come up with cures to cure people, because if the cure people, a lot of people won't have to really go to the hospital unless they break a leg or something. You know what I'm saying? Unless they a real bodily harm. But as far as like sickness and things like with the immune system and stuff like that, they're not gonna give y'all real cures. They just gonna treat the symptoms. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be all right for a little bit, and then you have to keep coming back. It's business. This system is business on a science, technological level, and it's also spiritual. You have to understand that, family. You know what I'm saying? I don't get what people don't understand. So this program just rinse and repeat. I get it. I get it that people want me out of here. I get it. I get it that people are so sour. Their life is so sour that they want me out of here, or just full of pride, or just for the simple fact that I won't compromise. You know what I'm saying? It's not fooling me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I guess it's fooling the society, but it's just like you got to look at it in a higher vibrational perspective. Just like God said, don't weed out the wheats until harvest time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you might pull up the wheat with the weeds. Basically, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't put judgment. Like, now you got earthly judgment. Somebody break a law and stuff like that. Of course. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the spiritual court and the spiritual judgment, that's for God. And God said that's going to be harvest time for the spiritual judgment. So these people be acting like they psychic detectives and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not operating off the system. The system that there's laws put in place. And if you break those laws, that's what happened. But for certain people, for certain TIs, they have developed this gap, this psychic shadow court. You know what I'm saying? Where they're trying to induce you to be a criminal, induce you to break the law. You know what I'm saying? And get you up out of here, terminated, because they can't recruit you. They don't see no use. They don't see how you could be used. That's how you know it don't come from God. God can use anything. God always used the weak to shame the strong. That's how you know it don't come from God. God says harvest time will be the judgment. So I respect the earthly judges, but when people try to play God and do, you know what I'm saying, and do all this right here, I don't respect it. You know what I'm saying? I thank God for the wisdom that I obtained, so I know that it doesn't come from a place of light, regardless of all the biblical knowledge that people have, regardless of all the fake good deeds that they do to get praise from the people. It's not going to fool me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. You feel me? So I just try to deprive these people from as much negative energy. I try to deprive them from that. They don't get that from me. They don't get it. I don't even care if they want to call me soft, whatever, the weakest person, the weakest link, whatever, the lamest, the squarest, the dorkiest, the nerdiest, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They can just minimize me until I implode out of their memory, which I hopefully that I could just implode out of their memory. You know what I'm saying? But that's not going to happen. So it must be something about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm waking up every single day. You know what I'm saying? That's a victory. My eyes pop up. I'm breathing. Woo! I'm still here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Your witchcraft didn't work. Try again later. And with that being said, family, peace.